Good evening, everybody. I'm sitting here with GORGASM from United States. We are sitting at Apache in Fontaine-l'Évêque. They have just had a brilliant show, also the two support bands. Please, can you introduce you member by member?
Sasha, guitar and vocals.
Damien, guitar, vocals.
Matt, drums.
Anton, bass and vocals.
So you're quite a while on tour. Maybe you can give us some impressions or some special moments on tour that are never to forget. So I suppose you can give some feedback on this.
Yesterday was probably the worst travel day we've ever had as far as... The day before. Sorry, I'm still recovering. Barcelona, we almost missed the show. And it ended up being, in my opinion, the most memorable show. I mean, obscene equally, but that was pretty scary. We actually got lost. After having van troubles and major delays, commute should have been 4 to 5 hours, but it ended up being almost 10.5 hours. And then we had GPS problems that took us down these back roads in Barcelona on like this mountainside. Cliffhangers, wild boars.
Literally.
It was fucked up, and we almost couldn't get out. We were losing our GPS, and we almost missed the show.
To what Sasha said, pretty much agree. To Barcelona was definitely one of the highlights. Obscene Extreme, of course, was amazing. I have to say Berlin was a really fucking good show for us, for all the bands. Yeah, it was very memorable. The crowd was just insane from beginning to end. Man, I know there was, each show is special, but those definitely stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head.
Yeah. I'd say, aside from what these guys just said, fucking Croatia. Playing Croatia was fucking so sick, dude.
First time for us,
yeah. Monday night, like, hella people there, dude. And they all like threw down. It was fucking super cool.
That was the first time for GORGASM in Croatia, so it was very special.
It's one of those places, like, I don't know, like I never thought I'd play. You know what I mean? So that was really fucking cool. And then even going before this tour back to the U.S., there were a bunch of really good shows.
Yeah.
Fucking shout out fucking Albuquerque, dude.
Albuquerque, Texas.
Houston, all the Texas shows.
Yeah, all the Texas
Houston
shows
especially
were on
were
point.
killer. Brooklyn, dude. There's been a lot Vegas was awesome.
Vegas was awesome.
Great to see the buddies. Yeah, absolutely. You know, lots of high moments on this tour, dude. It's been really good. Not a lot of lows. Really, probably the Barcelona shit was the most brutal part of it.
That was definitely a brutal one because of everything that happened in between, trying to leading up to it and trying to get there. That whole day was a nightmare. We thought we weren't gonna make the Barcelona show, but I'm fucking glad we did because it was amazing.
Yeah,
it was
we
amazing.
Were exasperated. Like I had a splitting headache. Like you're saying midday, you're like from stress.
I was like fucking 4 hours of straight panic mode, dude.
Yeah, we were
crazy.
trying to figure out.
Yeah, we had a backup plan. It's like, hey, the van, if we can't make it, and then it's the biggest holiday. Everyone's out of school in France.
Yeah.
You couldn't get a rental vehicle, so we were trying to contemplate taking a speed train to Marseille, which is 2 hours out of the way, to get a rental. And then to come back to get our gear. So another 2 hours. So it would have been like 8 hours of driving. And we had 9.5 hours to try to do it. But we were waiting to hear back from the van. So it was like us losing our minds.
It was super complicated. Like, to put it plainly, if anyone knows the movie, it was some fucking like planes, trains, and automobiles shit, dude. That was so crazy, dude. And I love that movie, but it's not that fun living it, you know? So
Those aren't pillows.
We show up to Barcelona and we see, sorry, one last note. We show up to Barcelona and there's people that have been waiting 5 hours where we're going to set up merch. So they're just standing there waiting for us so they can buy merch. Yeah. And then just as we're getting ready to play, there's people like losing it, like yelling at us, like all like "fuck yeah!" And
the crowd reaction was amazing. It like kind of like definitely brought us to life, you know,
Yeah.
if that makes any sense. But, you know.
Because we all didn't eat and we're all fucked up. So
Made the whole
Yeah.
thing worth it, you know.
And then, like, on a side note, just as far as, like, the tour itself, the bands we're touring with, you know, I couldn't ask for better tour mates.
That guy right there.
That guy,
Yeah,
Batu,
Batu.
we love you, buddy. We love you, man. You know, this is round 2 with Cenotaph,
Yeah.
and, you know, like I said, it's definitely been fucking badass. And round 3 is going to
It's around
happen,
the corner.
so.
Round 3 is coming. Balkans, Turkey, Russia.
Yeah.
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 So yeah, we're ready for that, you know. So we're definitely ready. Abnormality,
wicked band.
Yeah, fucking crazy.
fucking
Great,
just
great people.
amazing guys,
Yeah.
gals.
Yeah.
You know, and just watching them just getting tighter and tighter each show, and bonding with these guys has been, you know, a great thing.
Shout out to fucking Unbirth as well. dude.
Unbirth.
Yeah.
Oh.
They did
God.
5
Super
shows.
fucking good.
Sound
Italian brutality,
Oh,
you know.
10.
Really? Holy shit, yeah. Super
They,
sick.
their drummer broke his hand on motorcycle accident just before their tour, and the show must go on, and they all delivered every night. And if you don't know Unbirth, some amazing Suffo, Pierce from Within worship, but their own style, and they're all just
Crazy guitar
perfect
work, you know.
band. Like they all complement each other, and
Extremely unique.
Yeah.
Dude.
yeah. So
Yeah, I agree.
check out
I agree.
Unbirth from Italy.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
You know, we're all fans of we're all trying to discover new shit, and we were fortunate enough to discover these guys actually on the last tour that we did with Cenotaph.
Bologna. Yeah.
And yeah, so we were very, very happy to, you know, do more shows with these guys, you know, so my man.
Hell yeah.
Maybe you can give some more info about the band, because some people who are watching my YouTube will not know you or not know you that well. So can you give a short view of the band? Can you also explain the band name, why you chose it, what's the reason behind this name? And last, also concerning the band, direct influences, so other metal, death metal bands, and indirect influences, so it can be horror movies or thrash metal bands or reggae bands, I don't know.
Well, I'll start off by saying GORGASM, the name, has, you know, actually I have to give credit to the name. Was our original bass player, Russ Powell, came up with the name in high school. He was with us for 2 albums, and then, you know, we parted ways. But the name has stuck. The name, I think, fits our music perfectly, fits the theme of the band. GORGASM is, you know, obviously just sexual gore. We love women. I mean, if it wasn't for women, you know, this band probably would not exist because of the topic matter and whatnot. But, you know, we do what we do, and we're just going to keep going, and we're just going to keep writing fucking crazy, sick, twisted shit, perverse music.
Fucked up.
And our music, I guess it's kind of influenced by, it's like, I would say to anybody like that's not familiar with our music or the style or whatever, it's like a horror soundtrack. And you know, we're just rolling with it, you know. We're doing what we can.
Fucking, I mean, I can't really speak at all on this kind of shit, bro. I fucking,
Need a shot of whiskey.
yo, I was fucking, what? When was your first demo, Damien?
90, actually 95.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like 3 years old. You know what I mean? So I was not there. Yeah. But you know, obviously, fucking love this band. You know, it's fucking super sick to be a part of this shit. For me, Brutal Death, you know, always been a huge Gasm fan. Fucking really getting into the nitty gritty of the music was before we played Chicago a year ago, the first show that I did, and dude, the drumming is just insane. Masticate to dominate, Terrence, what the fuck, dude? Like nothing else.
Monster. And give
Dude.
a note that he's doing it justice with the 16ths on the ride.
Yeah.
And
Trying.
And well, yeah, trying, but You're doing it justice, man. And
Thank you.
each album individually. So
It's really fucking awesome just to be a part of it. That's really the main thing that I can say. You know.
I'll just a quick note. I mean, I feel very blessed, if you want to say it, to have the lineup I do. You know, because not only can these guys play the songs, but we're just bros. You know, the chemistry is there, and I think that's the most important thing. You know, because you can have like top-notch musicians, but if they're a bunch of fucking assholes
egos.
Fuck 'em.
and egos,
Yeah.
that shit doesn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? And it just bands come and go like that. You know, members come and go. I love the lineup. I love all the lineups in GORGASM, but I'm very fortunate, you know, to keep this whatever legacy or
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
whatever, you know,
Yeah.
keep it going. You know, so yeah, that's it.
Very cool. Yeah.
Anton, you want to add a few words?
As a new member, actually, I was all-time top fan of GORGASM, and before the joining band, I played a lot of bass covers on this band, and when the guys asked me to join, I was kindly, you know, shocked. And then later, I'd say I'm still shocked right now, but not so big. And I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to play with such a monsters of death metal, and I'm just enjoying every show and enjoying the jamming with these guys.
It's fun.
And I want to add to what Anton said. I mean, we give this guy a lot of credit, man.
Totally.
You know, to just jump in, learn all these songs for the tour, and on top of that, he's never done vocals in the band.
Yeah.
To step up and do that shit,
And take center stage.
you know, no bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, definitely doing it justice. So you know, we're very happy.
Shout out to Tony
You know.
as well. Homeboy had big fucking shoes to fill.
Yeah.
And it's fucking
That's
going well,
crazy.
dude. Yeah.
We love you, Tony.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I just have to 10-second thing. GORGASM, Bleeding Profusely is the first brutal death album I heard, other than Pierce from Within. As far as like vocally, I've tried to emulate Lesky among only a couple other guys. That's really what I've tried to do vocally, and I'm just honored. And I couldn't. I mean, it's still surreal. And even when I'm on stage playing this stuff, I'm kind of like looking around and going like, "All right, this is happening, right?" Especially Chicago, like a couple songs in, I'm just like, "Oh, this is Lesbian Stool Orgy." I'm like, "Okay, this is like the best song ever." So. Yeah, props to him and giving me the nod. I'm always going to be grateful for that. So, thank you.
But if I come back to the vocals, I think this is a very convincing part of you. So much variety with the multiple vocals changing all the time. So honestly, I'm not that big a fan of this kind of style, but the concerts I saw tonight, especially yours, was amazing. So. Let's go to the last question, a difficult one, but you don't have explained why. Suppose you're on a desert island, you can listen to only 3 albums. Which 3 albums would you listen to on a CD player or a record player? You don't have internet, you don't have radio. You can just only listen to 3 albums. So each one, your 3 favorite albums. Yeah.
Is this all music or death metal? All music. Oh God, I'm gonna look like an idiot. I would say the Beatles. I know this sounds fucking gay, but sorry for that language, PC culture, but I would say like White Album or Abbey Road, and then beyond that it'd be like a Gasm album, Bleeding Profusely, because of. Actually, no, I take that away. It'd be fucking Pierce from Within, and then the third one would be. I don't know, Pink Floyd. I don't want to say Dark Side because it's overplayed, but Dark Side of the Moon.
That's the fucking toughest question
Yeah,
you can
it
ask
sucks,
any
dude.
band, whatever, you know. But Yeah, off the top of my head, 3 albums I just grew up on and still kick my ass is early Cannibal Corpse, Butchered at Birth era. Um, Suffocation, of course, love them, no denial. And then just something different, just something recent that I've been listening to and we listen to it, Artificial Brain.
Yeah.
It's just really abstract stuff that puts you in a different mood, and it's got moments that you can't explain. And that's just the top of my head. And of course, there's various other shit, but yeah, I'll pass the mic.
That's a tough one. Fucking death metal's easy. I would. Well, I don't know, man. Fuck. I would.
music though.
I know. That's what
That's
makes it
why
hard.
I took the
Yeah.
lunge.
You know what? I'm gonna say essentially the same 3 albums I said last
what I
time
was
in
gonna
Berlin.
do.
Yeah. Except I'm gonna go King of All Kings, Hate Eternal, the album that fucking got me into death metal. All-time favorite. Derek Roddy's a fucking hero. Absolutely, dude. Eric Rutan, amazing.
Yeah. Second that.
Hell yeah. Fucking. Oh man. I would actually say it's not an album, but if I could like burn like a couple songs from CFAX Acid Crew, probably never heard of that shit before, but it's sick. Check it out. It's like video game music. It's fucking awesome.
I love that.
And then maybe Consume the Forsaken, Disgorge. Fuck yes.
Can't
dude.
fuck with that.
Yeah, that. I could keep going for hours on shit I want to listen
That's the
to.
toughest question you can ask.
That's so
I
brutal,
hate this
dude.
question.
That's so brutal.
These
But
motherfuckers.
I'm sticking with it. Here you go, Anton. There you go.
All right, it's my turn. I'd say Primus suck on this. That's because I play bass.
Yeah.
Primus and Les Claypool. Les Claypool is always be number 1 bass player, but many people thinks that for me Alex Webster number 1, but Alex Webster for me, unfortunately, number 1.